Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks since we've been live. Sorry, guys. I've just been moving and grooving, enjoying the summer. But we're about to get back to it, roll our sleeves up. I figure I drop you guys some real good value when it comes to these virtual assistants and what you can do to grow and scale with them. But with everything that's good, there's always a bad to it. And what I mean by that is, you know, there are pros and cons to everything in life. So we're going to be talking about time clock fraud and what you can do and how you can get around it. What does it look like? All of that good stuff. Listen, and if this is your first time watching my channel and you're not subscribed, just do your boy a favor. Like, share, subscribe to the channel so that we can get more and more views. You know, we organically use this channel, but we're about to really ramp it up. My goal is to put out 60 videos before the end of the year. Um, Value-based videos, mastermind quality videos. That's really going to take you to the next level. Like I said, I'm not going to bore you with a whole bunch of stuff. I just want to make sure that we're providing you with all of the information that you need to grow and scale your business with using virtual assistants, right? Uh, Also, if you need to hire a virtual assistant, don't hesitate to reach out to your boy. Head over to CEO929.com. Book a free consultation call with me and my team. Either me or someone from the team is going to reach out to you to talk about your problems and then come up with a solution to figure out how can we as a company help you get to that level you're looking to achieve, right? Uh, but like I said, welcome back to my channel. We just want to make sure that you understand this crucial topic for anyone working with virtual assistants, right? Time clock fraud is something that I personally don't take lightly, and something personally you shouldn't take lightly. If you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or a manager of business, this information you can't afford to miss. So, monitoring your virtual assistant's productivity and preventing time clock fraud can literally save your business a lot of money and a lot of headache. I've been down the road with hiring people, letting them do their thing, not letting them use a time clock. I've been down that road with using a time clock and people manipulating the time clock and ultimately hurting the operation. So let's understand exactly what I'm talking about. Let's understand time clock fraud and what exactly is time clock fraud, right? Essentially, it's when an employee, in the case of a virtual assistant, because that's what we primarily work with, manipulated their reported work hours to get paid more time than they actually work. That's what it basically is. It can honestly happen several different ways. Some of the ways is such as logging in but not actually working, exaggerating the time spent on tasks, or even using software to simulate production and productivity activities on the time clock. Uh, for example, right, one business owner noticed that their VA was logging hours late at night, but the quality and the quantity of the work didn't match the hours reported. After the investigation, they discovered that the VAs was logging in and doing other activities unrelated to the work that was assigned to them. So make sure that you understand the activities and the work that you're giving your virtual assistants, so that way uh, you can keep a measurement and account for how much money you're spending, how much hourly rate. And listen, I know this sounds petty and moderate if you got one VA or maybe even two VAs, but there was a time I had close to 65 VAs on my payroll working directly for me, not include all the VAs we help hire for clients. And I'm here to tell you, it can add up to thousands of dollars on a monthly basis if you don't watch this. And these same teachers can apply once you start to really grow a company and you have US based team members that's working remotely or virtually, and they're doing the same exact things, right? So here's some signs of time clock fraud. How can you tell if your VA might be engaged in a time clock fraud, right? Um, Here's some things that I want you guys to watch out for. So the biggest thing for me is inconsistent work output, right? If the amount of quality of the work doesn't align with the hours reported, that's one sign, right? Also, discrepancies between reported hours and completed tasks, right? So, if the task that should take a short time um, is reported taking a longer time, you want to be cautious. Meaning, if you give somebody a project and you know for a fact it takes 90 minutes to get it done, but they took 5 hours to get it done, you want to be cautious because they're literally milking your clock and stealing time from you right underneath your nose, and you're not really paying attention, right? Also, unusual high activity rates, right? If the activity level seems excessively high, it may indicate the use of an app or clicker to simulate that they're doing work, meaning that they put a software or app or code or something on the computer to stimulate that they're using a keyboard, they're using a mouse, they're moving around, and they're being um, active, right? So I know you're probably wondering, like, yo, Brother Campbell, that's my church name. My wife keep yelling at me like, your name is not Brother Campbell, but that's my church name. Antoine, what tools to monitor the VA productivity? Like I said, luckily, there are tools designed to help you monitor your VA's productivity, and it also ensures that they're working the hours they report. Two of the best tools that I can give you guys, and I don't even have an affiliate link. I have an affiliate link for Hubstaff, but honestly, I just be so busy. I just tell everybody go there. I don't have time to track that. One tool is Hubstaff. This tool tracks time. It captures screenshots. It reads. It, uh, it records activity levels, and it provides detailed reports. It allows you to see exactly what your VA is doing and for how long. That's Hubstaff is one of my favorite, but over the years it gotten a little expensive. You know what I mean? When I first started out, Hubstaff was probably around like I want to say like $6, $7 per user. Now it's like $12, $13 per user. So it definitely have gotten expensive over the years. I've been at this for since 2016, so about 8 years. And I'm telling you that things can get expensive if you're not really paying attention. Also, the second runner-up that I like is actually Time Doctor, right? It's similar to Hubstaff. Uh, Time Doctor tracks time. It takes the screenshots. Screenshots meaning like what are they actually doing on a computer, so you can gauge and see what they're doing. And it monitors the activity levels. It also provides insights into the websites and applications that the VAs are using, which will help you understand how the VA spend their time while they're at work. Um, let's talk about identifying suspicious activities, right? One key thing to look for is unusually high activity rates, right? If your VA activity rate is consistently 100%, it could be a sign that they're using some type of app or clicker to simulate the work. Realistic activity levels fluctuate and have periods of lower activities as the VA transitions between tasks and takes short breaks. So your VA not going to be 100%. It's not going to be 100%, 90%, 85%. You may see times where your VA activity may dip down to 10, 15% because they're transitioning to different tasks. They're doing different things, and that's just what it is. So you want to make sure you understand that if they're 100% across the board or averaging 90, 85% a day, that's definitely a red flag. Do me a favor, y'all. I see a few people jumping on. Drop where you're watching from. Show me some love. Just engage with me, just so I can make sure that people are actually feeling the information I'm putting out there. So I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page. Because if we're not on the same page with the information I'm putting out there, then people going to be like, they're going to hit me in the inbox, yo, bro, can you help me? My VA is stealing from me. Then I point them back to these videos, these free high quality videos. Bro, go watch this video. I can literally save this video and add it to a trainer and sell it to clients, but I don't do that. Like I want my clients to get as much information as possible and get as much education as possible how to grow and scale their VAs with their VAs. But I have to always spend money. There's a time and place to spend money, but everything shouldn't always have to be about money. Let's talk about one of my ways to mitigate, time clock fraud is through this one thing that I do teach, and I shouldn't be telling this, but if I'm gonna teach something, I'm gonna teach it all the way. This one way is time blocking and task management, right? So another effective strategy is time blocking. This means setting specific time periods for specific tasks. For example, you might allocate from 9 to 11 a.m. for email management, and then from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. for social media updates. This helps you gauge the productivity because you can see your tasks are being completed within the allocated time blocks that you're giving the VA. To implement time blocking, first you want to identify all the tasks that needs to be done. Then you want to estimate the time each task should take to be done. Then you want to create a schedule with specific time blocks for each task. And then you want to communicate this schedule early to your VAs and monitor them to make sure that they're actually sticking to what you are telling them and suggesting them to do. Houston is in the house. Alabama's in the house. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, man. Hopefully this information is of value to you. So let's talk about setting up the monitoring system, right? You just want to set one of them up. You don't need both of them, but pick, go into the websites, look at the pros and cons, and pick the one that makes sense for you and your situation. Then you want to create the account and you want to add the VAs. And then when you create the account, you want to install the softwares, make sure they're installed, the softwares in the computer, make sure it's fully operational. And then you want to configure the settings to take regular screenshots, track activity levels, and generate reports. And then you regularly review these reports to check for any signs of fraud and unusual patterns. And then you want to put specific time blocks or activities on each thing, right? So you want to break it down like maybe cold calling, script studying or role playing, meetings, whatever that look like. You want to break all these segments down so when they're doing it, they can click on that segment and then they can track it. Why? Because you want to be able to see where they're spending most of their time at from a bird's eye view. And that's why most clients are confused and lost. Like, why my VAs ain't performing to the level that they should be performing? It's because you're not properly managing them. Like in life, great leadership, great management usually yields great results because you're challenging people and you're operating within a formula and a system, right? No one is successful without a formula. My pastor was just talking about this last night, which is crazy that I'm talking about it today. In life, everything's a formula. Cold calling, there's a certain formula to cold calling. To be great at cold calling, to generate motivated seller leads, you need a formula, right? To be great at getting deals on the contract, you need a formula. To be great at just managing people from far away, you need a formula. So once you understand that I must operate with a formula, I must operate with a system, and I must use tools to get this done, you're going to see great results with your virtual assistant. And continue to drop your questions, guys. I see your questions. I just want to make sure that I get through everything so that way I can answer all your questions. So the best practices for working with virtual assistants, to basically to create and produce productive and honest working relationships with VAs, practice clear communication and set expectations from the start. It's not your job to be their friend. It's not your job to be their therapist, their confidant. You want to be fair, but you want to be firm. We're going to go into a deep training about being fair and firm when it comes to leadership and working with VAs. But ensure that they understand the importance of accurate time reporting and the consequences of fraud, right? You want to explain to them what's going to happen if you violate these terms and conditions and the consequences that should be right behind. And then regularly review their work and provide constructive feedback. Encourage transparency and honesty in all communications. So let's kind of recap this just so I can make sure that you guys don't forget what we talked about. Um, Time clock fraud is when VAs manipulate their work to get paid for time they didn't actually work. You want to make sure that you watch out for inconsistent work outputs, discrepancies in reported hours, and unusually high activity rates. And then you want to use tools like Hubstaff and Time Doctor to monitor productivity. And then you want to implement time blocking to gauge productivity and set clear expectations. And then you want to set up a robust monitoring system and maintain a clear communication with these VAs, right? If you follow these steps, I'm telling you guys, you can protect your business from time clock fraud, and you can ensure that you're getting the absolute most value from your VAs, like that. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys. Let me answer a few of these questions. If you have a dialer, can you track their hours with the call log? You can, but here's the issue with the call log. It's not going to show the time, all the time that's on the dialer, because majority of the time, the dialer is dialing a lot of numbers, and it's not going to be a lot of pickups. So their total call time might equal out to be 20 minutes to an hour long, even though they was on the dialer for 4 or 5 hours because of them waiting in between calls, right? Now, what you can do is you can just look at the dialer and just see are they being consistent with the numbers. And then you can just look for discrepancies to see, listen to the calls that they actually picked up, just to see are they lazy with the script? Are they very informative? Are they happy? Do they sound like a robot? You could do stuff like that, but I wouldn't base the amount of hours they working based on the dialer, because it's going to report inefficiencies because it's only going to show you the actual talk time. And they're not getting paid for just the time that they're on the phones, but they're getting paid for just being right there, waiting for that next phone call, someone to answer their phone. So that's why we use a time doctor or we use a Hubstaff to track their actual overall work time and their productivity, and then use the screenshots on their screens to just make sure that they're being honest, right? So, example, if they're supposed to be calling Houston, Texas leads in your dialer, and you open up the screenshots and you see them with a spreadsheet with leads from Kansas City, you know that that's not for you. They're not working for you, but they're billing you for their work that they're doing. So that's why time clock fraud is such a big, widespread thing now, and it's hard to contain it unless you really got a grip and understanding what I'm teaching you, how to handle it. And honestly, a lot of the agencies that people hire, like the agencies that manage VAs, they're participants of this fraud, right? The only way to deter it, to slow it down, is for you to take the management of the VAs that you want to work with in-house and you manage them directly. So, that's just my opinion. Even with the quality of leads, like a lot of agencies, they recycle their leads. When I say recycle leads, if they're calling, let's say for example, Richmond, Virginia, they have 8 clients in Richmond, Virginia, and only, there's 8 VAs calling today for the Richmond, Virginia list, and only 2 or 3 VAs produce 2 leads today. Well, guess who's getting all them leads? Every 8 clients is going to get their leads, even though the VAs that was calling for the other clients who weren't supposed to get the leads, gotten the leads because they're inflating their numbers. So that's why I tell you it's important to self-manage your teams and do it all in-house so that you can deter the fraud and the theft. And we're going to get into lead fraud and synthetic leads and all the different tools and hacks and things that a lot of VAs and VA agencies are doing to so-called produce leads. That's going to be a great one. I think I'm going to tap into that maybe Thursday. What's tomorrow? Tuesday? I might can do it tomorrow. I'll let you know. If you want me to dive deep into synthetic lead fraud Like a lot of 90% of all agencies are double dipping leads and baking the same leads and giving them to the same clients. Now, if you're paying for leads and they're being transparent through like a pay-per lead service, and they're saying, hey, these leads are being shared with other clients and companies, then that's on you. But if you got the intent that these are, if you provide the skip tracing, you provide the list, you paying the VA directly to work for you directly, and they're sharing that data and them leads with other people, that's just a no-no. That's a no-no. So it is what it is. Uh, what other question? Most dialers have recorded calls. Listen to your VA. Yes, you should listen to your VA's calls. You should make that a consistent activity that you participate in, and you do. And it shouldn't be a once a month thing. It shouldn't be when things get real bad, or it shouldn't be when things get unbearably noticeable that you do these. These should be practice things that become a natural discipline to you to listen to your team calls, listen to your VA's calls, so that way, you can ensure the quality of the virtual assistants. Uh, Most people don't understand that, hey, it's up to you to manage your team if you want to see results, right? You can hire as many people as you want, but the issue with that is if you're not willing to hold their hands and manage them and pay attention to the day-to-day operations, you're going to struggle a tad bit. That's just what it is, right? But if you're looking to work with us and you're looking to hire a VA, reach out to us. Go to my website, co929.com. If you're interested in getting a full business set up, where we come in, we set up your entire real estate business from A to Z, head over to co929.com. And if you just stuck and you haven't gotten started yet, or if you already started and you just feel like you're ready to get over the hump, don't hesitate to head over to co929.com and book a call, right? Book a call with us so we can help you get to the next level. We can take your business to the next level, and we can go from there. I'm going to be live back tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about synthetic lead fraud, where like how these VAs are. Okay, I'll give you one way. Like you get a lot of VAs and they're purposely going like to forsalebyowner.com, and they grab 2-3 leads from there and they send it to you like, okay, these my hot leads, these my hot leads. Give me 1 second. My wife called. Sorry about that. That's my wife. Okay, but yeah, so synthetic lead fraud is something that's getting really outrageous with a lot of VA agencies, a lot of VAs. Like I said, the biggest thing is they go into these for sale by owner sites and they'll look at these for sale by owner deals. Um, and here's the biggest secret: like they look at these for sale by owner deals and they run them through like posturing, and they just check to see if it's listed. And if it's not listed, like on the MLS, then they'll send that lead to you, um, even though it's listed for sale by owner, just because they're not hitting their targets, and it's just what it is. People just lazy. But like I said, if you want to work with us and you want to take your business to the next level, don't hesitate to reach out to me, co929.com. If you receive a text message from our automated system, text our system back. We got a bot program. Um, and the bot can communicate with you as if it's me, and we can book an appointment directly from that 240 number to text you. If you're looking for a bot to do your automated text messages for your SMS campaigns, go to co929.com, book a call so we can discuss building you a custom bot to set into your business and put on autopilot. So like I said, we have so many options and variations for you to take your business to the next level. It's just up to you to figure out which road you want to go down with us to get your business to the next level. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow. I love teaching. I love training people. This is a lifetime calling. This is my version of ministry. So I'm always teach and help people. And no matter what life takes me, what businesses I got currently going on, I think teaching is always going to be a big part of what we do. Also, man, my wife just started back up our meetup. We named it DMV's Entrepreneur Meetup. Go to meetup.com and look for that page. I'm going to post it on my Facebook page, and I'm going to have. I think we made it live yesterday, and there's already 30 people signed up to be a part of the meetup. We're going to have our first meetup sometime in September in the DC, Maryland corridor. I don't know yet. Maybe some type of restaurant. I don't know. So it's going to be our first meetup, and then we're going to have a couple of more meetups to finish out the year. But then 2025, we're just going to have a bunch of rockstar people coming in, teaching and showing you everything about business. So I can't wait for that. But other than that, man, I appreciate you guys. I love you so much. Head over to CEO929.com, book your call, and talk to you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like and share this video with people you know, like, and love. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.